I finally told people how I wanted to be a rapper this week. People,
You wanted to be a rapper, or you want to be a rapper?
I wanted to be when I was young, but
I don't think we're live yet. Oh no, we're live.
is that the right title? Thumbnail, The Carney Paradox.
The Carney paradox. Well, the guy is a living, walking, breathing
You all leave
paradox.
my guy alone.
What's that song? I'm a living, walking, breathing, something, something.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, but leave Carney alone.
Carney is a paradox if I've ever seen one. He's a paradox. He's a juxtaposition. He's an oxymoron. He's all the difficult
When I say Mark, you say
literary words
Carney.
that I
Mark.
can think about.
I feel like Carney is trying, man. You all are just
That's a good way to describe what he's doing. He's trying.
yeah. I know we can ask for is a prime minister that tries.
No, that's not all we can ask for.
Not prime ministers that literally don't do a lot. He's
don't-
trying day in
You
and
don't
day
get
out.
points for trying.
No, but you don't make a difference if you don't try. You've got to try.
Yeah,
To
you don't
make a
make a
difference.
difference if you don't try, but it's like you see kids, a lot of times they try to help, they try to
There's
do
no
things,
way McCartney
but they're
is,
just making it
is-
worse. But
is
as an
analogous to a
adult
kid.
or as a parent, you're like, encouraging them. It's like, hey, you're trying, keep at it,
trying.
you'll learn.
But that's not what we're saying. I'm just saying like he's trying to get
But
somewhere.
on the stage we're on, I don't know if there's room for
Yo, leave
trying.
my guy Carney alone, man. Carney definitely is. I can see how like being a prime minister or a leader of a country can take a toll on you.
It's difficult. I can imagine he's
It has-
probably gonna leave balder than he came. He's gonna leave grayer than he came. I've been so excited for this podcast today
Okay.
because I'm just like this week, just a series of bad decisions. Or no, maybe not bad decision, bad results, bad outcomes
For who? Pierre Polivet or
for the
Carney?
country.
There's no way because I know you guys are trying to hide it.
CTV, Global News, CBC, all this way. They're trying to make a big deal out of Pierre Poilievre's speech in Alberta. I'm like that. That just shows that they have. Not that they have better things to talk about, but because obviously state-sponsored media, they're not going to say something bad
Wow,
about Carney.
CTV is state sponsored, like the most private of private media you can
CBC
have.
is, Bell, CTV, arguable that they will do what they need to do to stay
No, but I'm
relevant.
saying like Pierre like literally also had like a disastrous week.
I will say the media tried to make a big deal out of his speech where he called out
the BC
the
Conservative.
BC Conservatives, and they're trying to make it seem like, oh, there's inside fighting within the
There's
Conservative
definitely
Party.
inside
There's
fighting.
inside fighting everywhere.
But also like Pierre like has lost another Conservative MP to the Senate.
Okay, we'll get there because this
So I'm just saying,
Mark
like-
is. I don't want to call it 4D chess because to give him too much credit for intelligence.
I'm telling you, the guy is trying, man.
The guy is trying. He's trying. He's trying to show us how corrupt he can possibly be.
Corrupt?
I cannot think of a better word. With all the backroom floor crossing deals,
No, you're
now it's a brazen attempt of floor cross. Like you take a conservative MP, you're like, guy, I'll give you lifelong Senate position.
Are you telling me that the Conservative MP
And
does
they put
not
him as an
like
independent in the
does not
Senate.
like
Of course, it's a good deal.
Wait,
It's
not-
400 grand plus for the rest of your life.
No,
Who is
no.
not going to take that?
Well, people that love their country, people that want to fight for their country, people that want the conservative ideas to be in like to have a way to proceed in this country, you would stay for what you believe in. But maybe the conservatives, they are not really in it for Canada, they are in it for their checkbooks.
You can say what you want, but for him to take a conservative MP in a highly competitive riding, offer him a Senate position, lifelong. I don't even know why
So-
our senators are lifelong.
My question is
office
why what about the Conservative Party makes taking a retirement better than fighting for your what do you call them? Not your jurisdiction, your
values,
your district
or riding.
your riding.
See, you and CBC and CTV and everybody
There's
can spin
no,
this
I'm just
however
saying,
you
I'm not even
want.
spinning it. I'm just saying that Pierre had a bad week.
All
He had a bad week.
see, sure.
He- like,
The
you're talking
guy
about
should have
leading
said,
a country-
it's like, no, I'm not going to take the Senate position.
No,
I'm going
even
to
about
stay
no,
here
I'm
and
just saying
fight
like
for my
if
riding.
you're- see,
That
that's
would
what
be
I'm saying.
nice.
The same way you're saying that trying, no one gets like point for trying.
Yeah.
It's the same way I'm saying that Pierre has a hard job to do and he's trying, but the circumstances are not allowing him to do what he does best.
You know who is allowed to try? People who are not the prime minister of a country.
But you're the leader of a party.
And so what?
So you're supposed to make sure the party doesn't
And
become.
so
You don't go from
what?
500 members to 1 member at the end of the day. At the rate at which Pierre is going, there might be nobody at his back, and he'll be telling Canadians to vote for him.
Maybe.
How would the Canadians
know
vote
what?
for you and no one is at your back?
He's not the prime minister, though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if you're trying to.
So
What did he say? Prime Minister in waiting.
It's a prime minister.
We want you to
My
like
guy,
show up.
we need
But
Pierre.
I know that you are. I know Pierre is trying. I'm giving him credit for trying.
He's allowed to try. He's not the prime minister of Canada. The prime minister of Canada is supposed to get results.
Yeah. And results he's getting, and he's always trying, and he's not even.
Well,
So the thing with Carney, I should give him credit for, and that's what I'm trying to say when I say he's trying. He's getting results, but he doesn't just stop at results. He still tries for more results.
oh wow,
That's how I'm saying, like, he's
what
trying.
are these? You know, to start this podcast too hot. Hi to our audience.
Yeah, hi.
Happy Sunday. Canada the Canada podcast.
All the hosts of the World Cup are also out of the. How are you hosting a World Cup?
Yeah, USMCA out of the World Cup, expectedly so.
It's all the talking about corruption. World Cup was full of corruption. We won't go there because Canada we played clean and
I'm
we stepped
sorry,
out.
what is the corruption you're referring to?
where your let's not say prime minister or president or whoever is calling officials to change results for a soccer match. Why can't you be like McCartney's Canada? We lose, we hold our faith, and we know that we played a good game, and next year we're coming in better.
Hey, you know what? You guys can bash the US and Donald Trump all you want. As much as I'm not a fan of the guy, the way he's treating Canada,
fighting for his people.
The guy is working. You talk about somebody who is trying. The guy is working.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Of all the things he could be doing with his time, he's like, you know what, my boys. They give me a red card for his soft foul. You know what? Let me call this guy. He's working.
That's
How about
crazy.
that?
But I don't know why you're mad at this submarine deal though.
So yeah, we can start with the submarine deal. I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
All right. We need to boost our defense capabilities as a country.
So let's give Carney a round of applause for trying his.
No.
I'm working on boosting.
These subs are not going to be ready until 2034. So,
but then it's better to start now.
It's better late than never.
Exactly. And he's just 1 year into the game.
Let's give the listeners an overview of what has happened.
What has happened?
Canada has selected German firm. I think it's more of a German-Norway joint venture.
Yeah.
Between ThyssenKrupp, so TK Marine Systems, as the preferred partner to build its new submarine fleet. The contesting bid was from South Korea's Hanwha Ocean.
Okay. Why does Hanwha Ocean sound like the one that's blew up under the Atlantic?
I don't know. This is a company's name.
This is a company's name. Don't mind me. I know it's not like a tourist.
Yeah. So this decision. Okay. Well, we'll get to the impacts of this decision.
Okay.
But here's my. So for the longest time, those of us that are following this story, we thought the South Korean bid was the stronger bid.
Yeah.
It was very popular. It was going to win.
Yeah. Why did the German?
When I look at the German bid, I see some things that, in my opinion, have swayed the decision in their favor.
Yeah.
And as a general rule of thumb, and I think what I've come to do, I'm not stressing the one fair and square is procurement, whatnot. If you want to win procurement in Mark Carney's government, there's a couple keywords you have to have in your bid. And this German company had all those keywords in their bid.
What did they say?
These are the keywords: net zero, carbon capture, carbon credit, investment fund, asset management.
This is sovereign
support for the Ukraine war. If you have any of these keywords in your bid or in your argument or whatever, you're likely on Mark Carney's good side.
Okay.
Do you by chance
South Korea does not have any of these
Do
words.
you by chance know
No, my
what
question
they...
is South Korea have these words also. I'm pretty sure South Korea had some of them, not all of them.
You know what's funny? South Korea tried to put in a last-minute amendment to add some of these keywords when when they knew what was up.
All I'm saying is both of them put
When
in
they
the
knew
words.
what was up. South Korea. See, here's the thing. Carney toured a physically existing model of what the submarine will look like
Yeah.
from the South Koreans. That was part of why there was a lot of hype around. South Korea was ready. Talk about shovel-ready products. They were ready to go. He toured an existing model of what
Yeah.
this thing was going to look like. All the German company did was show some sort of 3D mock-up or model or something.
But they have built submarines in the past, though.
Have
They
they
just-
though?
They have built.
They just had nothing to show. So
Yeah,
they
because-
are way behind in terms of being able to
Yeah,
deliver
but
this
South
thing.
Korea will not give us the one that they showed us. They
No,
just
but
showed
you're
us.
seeing. They say the past is the best predictor of the future.
Yeah, but these guys are built in the past. They just don't have anyone to show you. It's like an order to what do you call them? They can order to specs for the
I'm
country.
just showing you when you're trying to buy from two people and you see
Fair.
one that they are ready to go. Not only that, their bid was tied to several
I think it was
investments
even
that
more-
they had in Canada.
Yeah, and their bid was also no. The South Korea bid was not. We were trying to get them to move one of their factories.
They had
as part of
they
that
had projects
submarine.
in BC and in Ontario, and I think in Alberta as well.
Yeah, but they were trying to see if they would be able to do like the auto, like because I think they wanted to get
Hyundai
there.
was supposed to be
Yeah,
involved
to
in
be
that deal.
yeah, Hyundai was supposed to be involved in that deal and trying to set up a factory in
So they were going to set up a shipyard in Hamilton,
well,
Ontario.
not a shipyard, a factory. We don't want to be doing deliveries. We want to be the ones producing.
Yeah, well, they were going to do a lot of work with like hydrogen
Engines.
hydrogen engines. So they were going to build out the infrastructure across Canada.
Yeah.
They were going to do charging stations, vehicle production across Canada. They were going to do factories, and it was very substantive. The investment
I
they were going to
like
be
the
making.
South Korea deal.
It was a very good deal.
I'm not saying it was a good deal. I thought we were going to go like no one.
Let me finish my line of thoughts though.
Because I know you're about to give like
First of all,
both of
when
them
I
they
heard
had
TKMS, I was like, why are they calling it TKMS? What's the TK? I said ThyssenKrupp. I'm like, I've heard that name before.
you read it on the black market.
I have heard that name before.
On the black market, so
If some of you by mistake you don't know what to Google and you just go ThyssenKrupp bribery and corruption,
yeah, why tell them to Google?
I say if you don't have anything to Google and you just Google ThyssenKrupp bribery and
This is
corruption.
not SNC level, and let's just put it that way.
Carney has taken Justin Trudeau's
Whoa,
corruption to the next
come
level.
Come on.
Because why do I think those keywords are important to win his
They're
good
not
side?
important.
They're not important,
But they're just
to
good to
Carney-
know what your priorities are as an organization.
Of course, Carney's priorities are net zero, carbon capture, carbon credit,
But-
investment fund, asset management,
Carney
support for
has
Ukraine.
always been like a net zero person, but he's a practical net zero person.
Okay, we're getting there. He has always been. You know what he has always been? And you know what the singular thread across all of those keywords might be?
Net zero? United
Net
Nations?
zero, carbon
Don't
credit,
tell me you're about to
carbon
add
capture,
Brookfield,
Brookfield,
investment, or what do you call those guys?
Brookfield.
People think McCartney owns Brookfield. You know,
He does
McCartney
not
does
own.
not own Brookfield.
He does not own Brookfield, but he supports projects that line the pockets of Brookfield, which in return lines his pockets.
How does Brookfield line his pocket?
That's all his investments are tied up with Brookfield.
Yeah, but it's a blind trust, and he has divested his investment from
My guy.
what do you call them?
You know when politicians try to do a sleight of hands, like in fact, they at some point they don't even try to hide the thing; they just do it in front of you. Say, "Oh yeah, blind trust, yeah, blind trust." Sure.
I think he's even double blind. Don't get quit me wrong.
My
with
guy,
that.
if he's triple blind, fourple blind, he knows where the money is. He knows what to do to increase the money. That's all that matters. Because guess who is involved in support for Ukraine war or rebuilding Ukraine? Brookfield. Carbon capture, carbon credit, net zero. Brookfield.
But that's like saying
Asset management,
No, but that's
transition
like
fund,
saying, like,
investment fund.
but it's just like
Brookfield.
saying like anything related to
Carney
telecommunications.
and Brookfield.
You would have a good
They're like
chance.
5 and 6.
No. If there are only a few investment firms on that scale in the country. Brookfield is one of them, but it's not like it's not like there are millions of these things around that you can just hand over. They're doing international multi-billion, multi-trillion dollar investment in countries. So it's just like saying that you go to the US, you hear the Goldman Sachs, you hear the JP Morgan. Those are the people that do like the major.
Me, I'm all about my sniff tests. Marcani's cleanliness does not pass my sniff test.
No, what I was
I always used to wonder, we have these conversations about Alberta. I'm like,
yeah,
why is this guy hammering on this carbon credit and carbon capture?
because he was
It
net
cannot be that
zero.
important. Of course, he's net zero. It cannot be that important.
Climate
Until I
change is
started looking
important,
into
but
this
he has
guy,
to be
I'm like,
practical.
carbon capture, carbon
This,
this,
look,
carbon this,
carbon-
net zero. Brookfield. Okay, I see how
Brookfield.
it is.
Do you know what? Another way to look at this is one, Brookfield knows that Makani is all about trying to get Canada on track economically, but also with climate change. He's not one of those people that would say net zero yesterday. He's one of those that has a practical timeline on how to get to
You
2050
cannot have a practical timeline for
to net
fixing
zero.
climate change. Yeah.
Not to fixing climate change, but to net zero.
Net zero is just a buzzword as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, fair, but like, I'm saying Brookfield might just be the one that's like, okay, let me look at how Carney's principles are playing out in the government. How do I strategically position myself for Carney?
They are not positioning. Carney is positioning for them.
So that's what I'm saying. It's possible that Brookfield is the one that's positioning for what Carney is doing. Because right now, I don't think Carney is one of those people that's like calling Brookfield and saying, okay, or Brookfield is calling Carney and saying, look, we want you to pick the German company over South Korea. Because technically, if that's the case, I'll be the first to say McCartney should resign and step down. We should do an investigation to that. So McCartney, if that's the case, you're resigning. But also, I would also say the South Korean bid was better.
Yeah, and guess what they're taking with them? They're taking all these investments they had promised. They're going with them.
Yeah, but Germany will also do an investment in
Germany,
Canada.
what is the investment they're
like they
going
would
to do?
also help with the.
It's not going to be another shipyard in Nova Scotia or something.
They'll probably do like more of their auto what do you call those things? Manufacturing.
They'll make German cars in Canada.
Nobody would support creating some of those parts in Canada. Right. So
South Korea promised to use Canadian steel and Canadian. Oh my goodness, their bid was so good.
It was good. Like, I think someone should investigate if Carney was doing this on SNC-Lavalin, but I don't think.
Okay, what SNC-Lavalin was to Justin Trudeau is what Brookfield is to McCartney. The Right Honorable McCartney.
No. Brookfield
allegedly,
Brookfield and McCartney are it's like former. They probably just know McCartney a lot, and they're able to capitalize on what they know about McCartney.
So essentially, they're playing him like a fiddle.
No, they just know what he's going to do for Canada, and they're one step ahead all the time.
Okay. Speaking of being one step ahead all the time.
I look at you like, I'm coming. These are the days where conservatives are running away from just not being able to hold a party together, and they're asking us to hold Canada together. Like, once is giving a speech on unity in Canada.
If husband and wife can fight from time to time,
no, this
it's
is not
okay that the Conservative Party has some fighting.
See, let me tell you, if husband and wife are living for 1 year, and every time husband come, one arm is missing. Next day he come, the second arm is missing. Next day, one eyeball. At some point, this is not fight. If 5 of your MPs or 6, everybody is just resigning left, right, you will just come back, and one day Conservative Party will be a conservative person. It's just one person there. A leader, member, Prime Minister, everything is just one.
Let us see it happen.
I'm saying, like, if you're not able to do a united conservative party,
all these people are running away. They're running away for selfish reasons, as far as I'm concerned.
If you're not able
so probably
to do
good riddance. So probably good riddance.
If you're not able to do a united conservative party, how would you unite Canada?
Maybe the United Conservative Party needs to work with the Progressive Conservative Party to figure out a solution. But like I said, good riddance. I think for me, the takeaway from it is not that Pierre Poilievre bad. It is that more people need to be involved in the political process. We've left it up to the political elites for too long, and they've let us down many times. More people need to be involved in the political process. We need a bigger, a deeper bench of conservative politicians that cannot be swayed by a lifelong seat on the Senate.
I don't know, man. Maybe you need a good leader. Is another way to look at it.
Sure, whatever. Like, good leader, however they want to do it, it's really up to them. For me, I like Pierre because his policies and my brain, they intersect.
Again, you can have the good policies, but when leadership comes to question, you cannot enact those policies without good leadership. And if you're having a question mark on leadership, unlike a parameter that we have that is very, very succinct and
Good on leadership,
class.
bad on policy.
No, very good on leadership and able to get like some sort of like awareness and roundabout people to bring about policies and choosing the best path forward. Now with the the South Korea deal, I'm with you. South Korea is a way better deal than German deal. We probably should have an investigation. I'm pretty sure like there will be an ethics committee on this that would see into
Oh,
this.
didn't he already shut that down?
No, they shut down the ethics committee into
the condo bailout.
The condo bailout.
Yeah, so many bad decisions this week. I'm sure we'll get them. I was gonna say, he said he's been there for 1 year. Has gotten results. One of the results I remember you bragging last fall.
Yeah,
he secured $70 billion in UAE funding.
He secured it.
Okay, now they say, okay, here's the 70 billion. What should we invest it in? Say, oh no, we're not ready yet. There's no shovel-ready projects. They're all stuck up in regulation and regulative process and bureaucracy and the same thing that his programs office was set up to combat.
What do you call that office again?
Major projects
office.
They were supposed to remove red tape, bureaucratic processes that were not efficient, blah blah blah. Let's get shovel ready in days, not weeks. In weeks, not months. In months, not this guy buzzword galore, elbows up, everything. Where should the UAE people put their 70 billion Canadian dollars?
Very, very simple.
Say they're not ready.
It's not about the fact that he secured the deal again.
Oh, he thinks we're gonna wait. They brought the 70 billion. He had nothing. You think they're gonna wait for him?
Everybody wants to invest in the best country right now.
Yeah, well,
just put it that way. 70 billion is going to be there in the next couple of weeks. I'm sorry.
You think it's gonna be ready in weeks?
We're going to be ready in the next few weeks. There's some leaders that will take that 70 billion, go and pocket it somewhere and go and share with your friends, and there's no project they will use it for.
But the projects are going to be ready in weeks, I don't see why he couldn't have received the money.
Maybe for integrity.
Integrity of what? How long? Guy, you wire the money in. The project is ready to go in weeks.
No, there's a project that you can invest in.
Okay.
Without regulatory hurdle in the next few weeks. It's possible.
Can you say on this podcast when Canada will be able to receive the $70 billion?
2026 will receive 70
2026 has many months in it.
No, weeks. It's like we already have what they call it, 6 weeks. 6 months have gone.
It's half time. My God.
So we have a few weeks left. But again, currently basically looking at he has made a lot of progress. But there's still going to be some work. For example, it's very simple.
Progress.
If you look at the Alberta pipeline, we all agree that is progress, right? He's made the MOU is done. There's the private-public partnership that is also there, and now it's all about figuring out how to get the pipeline to the coast.
Okay, I was reading one article this week. It says Carney speaks in MOUs.
Because he needs everybody to have the same understanding, bro. Lord. You can't just go and be doing things the way go into provinces without jurisdiction, just be changing things left, right, and center.
Okay, MOUs by default are not legally binding. They are just paperweights, as far as I'm concerned.
It's not legally binding, but at least everybody agrees we are on the same page on this. Literally, an MOU is turned into a pipeline in Alberta.
Let's talk about being on the same page about things using MOUs. So, let me tell you.
Maybe Pierre should have an MOU. Maybe Pierre should have an MOU with his Conservative Party.
And it's not binding. They will still do what they want to do.
No, it will be binding with those guys.
So, once upon a time, the best country in the world built a bridge.
Okay.
They put up all the money to build this bridge.
Yeah.
With the understanding that anybody who drives on the bridge will pay a toll to them until they recoup their money. And then the person on the other side of the bridge said, okay, well, go ahead and build the bridge now, since you want to pay for it. And then they went and paid for it.
Yeah.
Okay, now time to open the bridge and collect toll. They were like, oh yeah, about that. We're going to split it.
Is that how we read that? They're going to split
the
after
how
the
bridge
profits.
is going to... What? Why do you think the bridge is opening?
Yeah, but it's the net.
Net?
They're splitting the net.
Let's see.
Where's the Gordie Howe Bridge? Let's look at this Gordie Howe Bridge. Where's that Gordie Howe Bridge story? Because they're going to still take the tolls to pay off the debt. And then the net on it is what they're splitting.
Okay, let's read the story.
The Gordie Howe is actually going to be a good deal for Canada, by the way. We wanted to build that
According
bridge.
to senior government source, Canada will get 50% of the bridge's toll profits in the first 15 years.
Yeah.
How is that agree? We're supposed to get 100%.
No. But it's
toll.
the profits though that we're splitting.
Like,
we're going to pay off the cost 100%.
Of course we are. Like that. My point is that the MOU that was set up before, was that we're going to collect all the revenue until we.
But that's the case.
Our cost.
There's no profit if they're not recouping their cost. It's only profit that we're splitting.
Okay, I think.
Even Carney said the same thing in CTV. What people wanted was the fact that why are we splitting the net either ways? We built it, so they don't have. It's like saying that US just has when they're doing Shark Tank and Mr. Wonderful comes and says, I want a royalty on this after I've built everything in perpetuity. That's what the US is trying to do. It's like, hey, we want a royalty on the profits that you do.
So how are they calculating the profits? The profit is not calculated on the cost of building the bridge.
It's definitely calculated on the cost of building the bridge.
It's on the cost of running the bridge.
No, I think it's on the cost of building.
It's on the cost of It's on the cost of running the bridge.
Because they borrowed a lot of money for this.
Do you think the US cares? Clearly, they don't care, and clearly, Marcani does not understand how deals work. He's getting kicked around anyhow. Like after he said elbows up. Guess what? So what happens to the other 50%? It goes into some. This is classic Marcani. He's gonna bury you in words. Listen to this. The other 50% is going to go to an economic development fund.
Okay.
Why did he have to say it like that? Because guess what the economic development fund is?
What is it?
The economic development fund will be invested back in the US side of the region. So what are we saying? So essentially 50% is going to the US. Why did he have to do this roundabout economic fund and then invested in the US side of the thing? And I'm like,
guy, just the 15 years. They tell us what is going to do.
I don't know, but it also says here that the US will need to agree if Canada wants to increase the tolls by more than 10% or lower them below any compared regional averages. Like the US is dictating all the terms of this bridge that Canada made an upfront cost of, that we probably swiped the credit card on, similar to our strategic wealth fund or whatever he's calling
it. Sovereign wealth fund.
This is just proof that the government has no business in matters of private enterprise.
See, I'm hoping
this is terrible deal making.
Let's look at the deal clearly. Let's look at that deal clearly, because when McCartney was interviewed at the Stampede, he was saying that this is a net split, not a gross split. They're not splitting the.
You remember last week when he said, "What was it? I used the creative. What is a creative financial mechanism?" The guy is using big grammar.
No. When
you say net split, gross split, it's not on the cost of building the bridge. It's on the cost of operating the bridge.
That's where I'm going. That's the part I'm a bit. I don't think it's even clear, and I don't think anyone has the details on if it's a cost of running or if it's a cost of building. But I think
Canada, don't know if anybody has the details,
because I know they've not opened it up yet. This is all senior government officials trying to.
The same way he doesn't want to open up the condo bailouts story. Let him tell us exactly how much he's buying those condos for.
BC NDP for condo bailout. Carney doesn't. In fact, Carney is probably just looking at this is a waste of time. Federal government is not doing anything with this. This is pretty much something that BC NDP came to the federal government with, and they're moving with that.
He did not have to give money to condo bailouts. Why attach federal dollars to a bailout of condo developers in BC of all places? Like if it was in like some remote part of Canada, we can probably rationalize it. In BC, where people are sweating and selling one of their livers to buy a house. Like, no, come on. Like that, this is the optics of it is terrible.
It's that
The business of it is even worse, and the politics is the worst of all. So
I blame
there's
that
no positive
90%.
spin
I
on
don't
the
think I don't think
BC
there's a positive
condo
spin.
bailouts.
90% should be on David Eby, and then the rest should also be on Carney for having to um do this to get a united BC Alberta deal.
You're trying to spin this.
It's not
It's just
spin. Like again, there are a lot of things that BC. I'm saying the reason I say 90%. If the federal government is coming to you as a province and giving you cash, you should have priorities. If homelessness is a priority or affordability is a priority that you're trying to tackle, this is not the smartest way to tackle it. Maybe you need more people to come together to figure out what's the smartest way we can capitalize on federal dollars in our province. I blame that on David Eby as the premier. But yes, Carney should have also communicated the same thing to David Eby.
yeah, for an economist, the guy does not know how money works.
He knows how
Whether
money
it's
works, but also
swiping a
to like
credit card to do
the way money
strategic wealth fund, almost $1 billion
I like how they
to
call it
Ukraine
strategic
for
wealth fund. It's
defense.
sovereign wealth, not strategic
Sovereign wealth, strategic wealth, credit card wealth, all this. It's all just it's just all a memorandum of understanding
We
paperweight.
all have a memorandum of understanding
My
that
guy.
Carney is working.
The decisions this week, man, like from the bridge to
And the
900 million
TKMS.
to Ukraine to TKMS to
He sent
just like,
900
my
million to
goodness.
Ukraine.
He has pledged another 900 million in military aid to Ukraine. And I'm just like,
But Ukraine, they're making advances on Russia, though.
yeah, they are, but aren't they also richer than Canada, though?
That's wild. I mean, with all the money they've given them, maybe they are, but Canada is still helping and supporting a lot. Canada is still helping and supporting. Yo, Carney definitely not doesn't look good. Like I said, I agree with you that the sniff test is something that we should always call out. That why is it that you went with Germany instead of South Korea? But then again, if it's what's best for Canada and maybe credibility or you know years of experience versus just looking at a demo ship or a demo submarine, I would go with that. I don't think this should be like the end and be all for Carney. Carney has also worked hard for the bailouts. I think it's just one of those things that is telling the conservatives, let's not waste time. But on this Gordie Howe Bridge, this is what the auto industry has always wanted. They want this bridge open like yesterday. How can we get this deal going on in such a way that the bridge works for the auto industry, the steel industry, importing and exporting?
The same industry that is moving all the way to the US. I think Toyota just announced they're moving plants to the US. Hyundai, the same thing. Like, my guy, everything about that deal, bad for Canada.
I don't know if it's bad. It opens up good. Like everyone unanimously agrees that the bridge is best for Canada's economics. Like having that a way better highway for global trade with you open it.
How do you?
Man's not cower. Like this is something that
He has
deal that
lost the
works for
bridge.
everybody. He has not lost the
He has
bridge. It's like,
what is
dude,
he doing?
he's not cowering, dude. Do you know what it means to cower when they're back? Yes, so that means since June, this is the deal we should have. No, he's like, dude, what bridge? It's your land. How do we make this work?
On this bridge, like, to be fair, the bulk of the blame should go to our new TikTok dancer.
JT. I mean, I miss JT. Miss him to come and replace. I want him to just be in Canada, not in the US.
Yeah, I don't know. My guy seems to be
Carney is way
having
better.
so much fun.
I would take McCartney 10 times, 20 times, 50 times over Justin Trudeau.
I don't know. McCartney seems to me to be some sort of. It's like all face, no substance type situation. It's like he's saying all the right words, buzzwords, and MOUs, and deals, and economic development fund, and innovative financial mechanisms, and all these things, but there's no results. And ultimately, it's the results that count.
I told you there was a result in Alberta. You guys said there will be no results.
Why did Daniel Smith and Doug Ford days after?
Do you know what Daniel Smith and Doug Ford also did? A memorandum of understanding.
My guy,
A memorandum of understanding.
whether you want to call it,
That's literally what Daniel Smith and Doug Ford have.
what
And do
they
you know,
did was to
it was a
essentially
memorandum of
put Mark Carney
understanding.
in a tough spot. They're like,
Tough
okay, you've been
spots.
talking about this,
Tough
this
spots.
pipeline to BC. Let me show you how it's done. We're gonna build a pipeline to Ontario. Like,
Which pipeline? Do you know? Do you know they are not building nothing? All they came out with was memorandum of understanding. They have not spoken to Wapcanoe. They have not spoken to Scott. They have to speak to Scott.
let's see
Scott
which
Moore,
one.
right?
Let's see which pipeline gets built first.
Do you know why I say Alberta pipeline will get built first?
Oh, they're both Alberta pipelines.
Yeah, but Ontario is trying to come in and look good. They don't. Ontario does not have money to fund this pipeline. They're trying to go to
private investment.
Private what? Something that they're saying they're sending to the major projects office to try to get.
There's private investment coming in there too, no?
Which private major projects office is all federal?
Yeah, but there will be private investors that it's not what our so-called strategic wealth fund was supposed to do. It'll be sovereign. I can't even call it sovereign wealth fund.
It's a sovereign
it doesn't sound. My
It's a
throat used to itch me when I
sovereign
try to say sovereign wealth fund. So strategic wealth fund just sounds better to me because it's
a sovereign wealth fund.
It has to be strategic if you're swiping your credit card to build this wealth fund.
It's a sovereign wealth fund. You're literally a memorandum of understanding between Alberta and Ontario. Same thing that Carney did, that everybody was telling him left, right, and center, and they just came out and announced anything. No private partnership yet. Thinking about using the major projects offices to get this done. You have not spoken to the premiers that your pipeline will be crossing. At least Mark Carney has spoken to David Eby and Daniel Smith. At least Mark Carney has found a private
does not
partnership.
Own this pipeline. All he's doing is showing some sort of fake support, but that's all he's doing. He does not own the pipeline to BC.
Who is providing the capital?
That's what I'm saying. He's trying to support. He's trying to do whatever. He has not provided any capital. All he has provided is a set of conditions.
Wait. When you say that he's not trying to support, are you saying that he's just trying to support by chicken change, or he's trying to support by giving the bulk of the funding for this pipeline?
He has not given. He has provided a set of conditions before which he will provide said funding. Right?
At least above 50%
Daniel Smith be
of the
hedging
pipeline.
her bets. She's like, you know what? Mark Carney, I don't trust him, but let's try Doug Ford. Maybe Doug Ford, as much as I don't like him, I'm going to be curious to see which of these pipelines.
Daniel Smith is all about a memorandum of understanding too.
No, she's not. What's she gonna do? She's going to do deal with Mark Carney. You have to start from MOU.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's his language. Deal with Doug Ford.
And Mark Carney speaks English and MOUs. no French. No other languages.
That's a good one. Shout out to Doug Ford, learning from Mark Carney. Trying to
also Mark Carney, worst economy in 60 years for first-year prime minister, but we don't have to dive too deep into that story. It's okay.
Not the worst economy. You can say he inherited the worst economy.
He was JT's chief financial advisor or whatever you want to call it.
You keep saying he was
economic advisor.
I don't remember when he was, but
when Chrystia Freeland tried to resign because nobody was listening to her advice. And Mark Carney was all over JT's ears.
Now
also
we should
talking about
Chrystia Freeland.
I'm beginning to speculate.
That what?
And Mark Carney sent her on a mission to Ukraine.
To do what? For Brookfield?
Brookfield. You already know. There has to be a Brookfield connection there.
You all are wild with these conspiracy theories, man.
Maybe I'm living on the fringes of the internet.
You all are wild with these conspiracy theories.
See, I will call out my own conspiracy theories. I know it's a conspiracy theory, but when it turns out to be true,
you can say I told you so.
You heard it first on this podcast. There's something there. I just don't have the time to dig into it, but there's something there.
We'll ask our AI agents to
do the research.
Which is crazy. And next thing, Brookfield will respond through the AI. we are not who you say we are. But it's all good. What else do we have?
It's all good. I spoke about Justin Trudeau. He's now a TikTok dancer.
Yeah, like what's
Jackmeet Singh is now a TikTok biker. I'm like, what's with all these?
Is this you biking?
I don't know. TikTok? Like he was on TikTok
I remember
biking.
When he was in the NDP. Also, what's up with our NDP leader? He just won the NDP.
Didn't you say he doesn't want to run for any?
Yeah, I was like, there are 6 or 7 by-elections coming up this year.
He's not running on any of them.
I don't know, man. See, when I say we should give an applause to someone that is trying.
Okay, so first of all, the NDP is not a real political party as far as I'm concerned.
Both the NDP, the Conservative Party, the Green Party, look at what it looks like to try to lead, try to unite, try to get things done with limited resources, with limited control over what can be done, but you're still pushing through with diverse premiers. Oh my goodness, man. Yo, I
I'm
think we
gonna
have
wait to
not.
see all the assignments that are given to all the one floor crossers. Because I wouldn't say he's trying to
But
do any kind of coalition.
there's no assignment that has been given to any
We'll
of them.
see. We'll see. Obviously, you wait for the dust to settle, and then you start settling your boys. You're like, okay, thank you for doing this. Here you go. Okay, you well done. Here you go. You well done. Here you go.
Here's a RAV4 for
Let's
you.
say RAV4.
Here's a
2 bags of rice like this one. One RAV4 for you. You Senate. Just go Senate. Lifelong.
That's great that Senate you just get 500,000.
Lifelong.
I'm gonna apply for the Senate.
See, you're going
You
to
know what
apply.
McCartney also did with the Senate? Now we can actually suggest people for the Senate. This is things that are trying. You know, back in the day, this used to be a very, very what do you call those things where it was a partisan Senate.
No, it's the opposite.
No, McCartney is working to balance the divide in the Senate. You have conservatives, you have in fact he has told the liberal Senate to also like disband too, right? So where they don't have any liberal caucus in the Senate.
Are you sure? I think. Why do I feel like it's the opposite?
No, I think so. Like, because back in the days, Trudeau would never have.
So Prime
said-
Minister Carney has ended the non-partisan Senate appointment.
Yeah, but no, the thing is like he ended it because even though it was called non-partisan, Trudeau was just only sending liberals to the Senate.
No, well, Carney has shifted back to a more partisan approach by directly appointing his own political allies and active politicians.
No, allies. He literally just appointed a conservative MP.
Okay, well, yeah, that allied with him
Allied
to
with
leave his
who?
competitive seat so
To
that a
ally
liberal
with
will win that
who?
riding.
No, he just. This is not
Yeah.
partisan. If you're sending a conservative
See,
up to the Senate,
I'm just reading the article here. They're saying that he made it more partisan.
No. I don't think we need to go and look at that article properly
So we need to look at it
because
properly.
I don't think the article is quoting it the way. Where's the article of this? We can find it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can look it up.
I just saw it. Yeah. So yeah. So he where is it? Yeah, Prime Minister Carney officially abandoned a previous liberal commitment to non-partisan Senate appointments Tuesday by naming a conservative MP. Yeah, so basically he was previously they only used to appoint independent Senate.
Yeah, so
Trudeau only used to appoint independent Senate, but they were all left, even though they didn't have a party. Right. So and then what he also did, I think Kanye is allowing people to suggest. So going forward, he would also be looking to the Independent Advisory Board for Senate appointments to recommend candidates with expertise in files.
I don't know. It seems to me from reading this article that he's appointing his political allies and also Richard Martel, that's the conservative guy. He's officially sitting in an independent seat. So
Yeah, because there's no conservative party in
there
the
is a
Senate.
conservative caucus in the Senate.
Are you sure?
Yes, there is. So yeah, I think you're misinterpreting. Carney is moving more towards partisan politics in the Senate, as opposed to the opposite.
Okay, then I stand corrected. Because I actually thought there was like it was only the liberals that had.
Yeah, I mean Justin Trudeau claimed they were independents, but they were really just liberals. But
Oh yeah. There's a conservative caucus, but he's sitting as an independent.
exactly, so he cannot he's not even in the conservative So yeah, McCartney is playing 4D chess with us right in front of our eyes, forcing an immediate by-election in a very competitive riding. So I don't know. If talking about trying, let me tell you how he's not trying. There was a hearing on the USMCA or tariffs, something like that in the US, and the seats that were reserved for Canadian representatives were empty. There was some private lawyer from, was he from Alberta, that showed up randomly on his own to defend Canada. No representative from the government was sent. How is that trying?
Is this for the tariff
Yeah.
negotiation with the US?
Yeah, Canada sent 0 officials to a US hearing on tariffs, leaving a single lawyer who was there of his kind of private volition to defend Canada.
Also, majority of our goods are not tariffed though. Like, because they're all majority fall under the Kuzma deal we have.
Yeah, but you're thinking of like big companies, big industries, stuff like that that are under, Kuzma and stuff. But how about the small business owners that are selling to the like? There are those people who are feeling the pain. Some of them are shutting down their businesses.
Fair. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's
So
wild.
it's
though.
like, is he trying? I don't know.
I think he's
I
trying,
don't
man.
know.
We need to at least appreciate an MP.
Did you hear the Japanese guy that was it CTV talking about how Canada is not ready for Japanese investment?
All I hear is people are ready for Canada investment into
No, the
Canada.
guy
but
was like, we're not ready.
Japanese, what do the Japanese want to invest?
They're trying
They
to
literally took
diversify
away
their energy sources.
literally took away. Oh, you want to buy energy from Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But that's part of the point. The pipeline to the BC coast is heavily invested. People that have the interest, literally Japan,
They've
South Korea.
not broken ground on that project.
Yeah, but
you cannot be counting your chicks before the eggs
Yeah,
hatch.
we're not counting. But
what I'm saying is that the Japanese are saying we want to buy Canadian energy.
yes, they're currently the ones that are maxing out the TMX pipeline, right?
Why?
Because remember, people said, "Oh, the TMX is all going to the US," but right now, majority of TMX is going to Asia than US.
Okay, this is business 101. If your products are getting sold out, like that,
there's a problem.
There's a problem.
Yeah.
Your price is either too low or your volume is too low.
Yeah.
Fix the problem.
Carney,
price
fix the problem.
is fixed at an OPEC level, so there's only so much we can do there.
Volume is where we're fixing.
Volume is where we have issues. But McCartney is dragging his feet, riddling
bro.
Alberta with questions and MOUs and
okay, how does
indigenous
Alberta
consultations.
How does Alberta want to get this pipeline done without McCartney?
That's my point. They cannot do it without him, and he's dragging his feet.
Dragging feet.
He needs.
He is literally giving them 50% of the cost.
Why is it not a major project office
it's a
priority?
Major project office
it needs
priority.
to be an MPO priority. It doesn't feel that way.
The various levels of regulations that need to be done. Only one environmental assessment needs to be done for this project. You know that, right?
Yeah, so you don't need to do both federal and provincial because there's a lot of overlap.
You still have to have First Nations consultation on this project, right? You don't have to have the financing, but if you can get ownership, great. If you can have consultation, great. You still need BC's approval for this. McCartney has gotten you BC's approval.
McCartney did not get BC's approval.
Literally got BC's approval for this pipeline.
He did not.
BC literally said they were against it, but after speaking to Carney, they don't mind the pipeline going through their province.
Wow. No, let me use my phone. It's faster.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, like, BC literally has removed the whole. All they said is not the North Coast ban. So you're not sending it to the North Coast, you're sending it down to the South Coast. That was the only agreement. And to be fair, it actually cost cheaper to do it to the South Coast.
So when is the pipeline going to be ready?
The pipeline will be ready 2027. No, actually, shovels in the ground. Shovels in the ground end of this year, I believe, and 2027. Is what they're thinking about.
So you're saying next year there will be a pipeline to BC.
End of next year there will be a pipeline to BC.
Okay, you guys heard it here.
The end of 2027 there will be a pipeline to BC.
I am paranoid on that timeline, but what do I know about pipelines?
You're just a chemical engineer for a few years.
The start of early construction.
Don't tell me it's
September 2027. With the ultimate goal of completing the project between 2032 and 2034.
2032 is crazy. No. Come on, no. McCartney, you're not going to be in office by then. We need this done.
So now you see when I say this guy is playing sleight of hand.
How long does it take to build a pipeline? Build a pipeline to the build. It shouldn't take that long. It shouldn't take that long.
My guy, Daniel Smith is going to be riddled in this environmental thing for the next 7 years, and this pipeline will still not be built. That's my promise, because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, because I don't think. No, I don't think that's correct. It could take 6 years to build, but the TMX does not take 6 years to build.
What was the pipeline that they had to build in Europe that they built in a matter of weeks?
Yeah, but yeah,
When when politicians are willing to do
yeah,
something,
the TMX took less than 5 years to build. Literally, the
so
TMX took less than 5 years. And if the TMX has learned any lessons, we should be able to do this in 2 years. We're using the TMX for the Alberta BC pipeline.
yeah, let's see. Why can't the pipeline be built sooner? Was
Do you know what I think? Why it cannot be built sooner? I think it might just be the fact that it's cross province and is large. In Europe, they have smaller countries. So if you're building pipelines, you're building pipelines quickly.
I don't know. Europe is also the master of regulation, so if they were able to sidestep their regulation to do what was necessary, because without the pipeline there would have been no energy. People would have frozen to death. They had to do what they had to do. So
Maybe Carney might do this quicker though. Nation as part of the nation building projects.
yeah, 6 to 10 months. Yeah, in Europe, Germany agrees. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I feel like they can do much better.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm still rooting for the end of next year, early 2028, but we'll see.
Gemini said the government strategy of starting work in September 2027 is already considered lightning speed by Canadian regulatory standards. To hit that, the federal government will have to execute its promised fast track regulatory reviews flawlessly through 2026, and the upcoming Indigenous equity share negotiations will have to move forward with unprecedented cooperation. So, my guy, even Gemini is paranoid and skeptical about this thing.
And your Gemini is different.
You
fed your Gemini a bunch
my
of
Gemini is
conspiracy
my
theories.
digital twin.
You fed your Gemini a bunch of conspiracy theories. So if I ask like a unbiased Gemini,
Where's the unbiased Gemini, please?
you're fed a lot of conspiracy
My
theories.
guy, there's
Say
no
that there's
unbiased
JT,
Gemini.
there's TikTok, there's dancing, and then it's just all over the place.
All I'm saying is, if work needs to get done, work should get done.
Work is getting done. How about that?
Because, I mean, I was not consulted about a lot of things that are going through. So we need to ease up on the consultations. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we're not consulted because we don't have what do you call it, a block to consult. They cannot consult all 15 million of us. But if you come out in a block and say, we, the diasporans, we, the people that went to the University of Ottawa, we have decided that for a pipeline to happen in BC, you should call everyone that graduated from U Ottawa.
So,
And then they say, this is a part of a major projects building. I'm only calling one university.
Gonna need to call up a few more people.
No, Carney is working. These regulations will be dust by the time we're done with
I
it.
said it'll be dust. My guy Carney will be out of office somewhere.
Carney out of office. 2 more terms for Carney, please.
2 more terms, God, please, no, please.
2 more terms. 2 more terms. You have a term.
No, we cannot do this much longer. I think he claimed he was an economist, he understood how money works. Well, clearly,
we don't have
the fundamentals of economics and business, he did not take those classes in university.
Something. Right now, the best leader we have is the one that is currently running the government. Among all the parties, we do not have anyone that comes close to the leadership and practicality of Carney.
Just without the policy substance. But sure. We can
fine.
Give him check mark for leadership.
Carney is borrowing the policies of Pierre and his own leadership and getting things done.
Getting things done. I don't know which things you're seeing. Like, I'm literally not seeing these things. All I'm hearing about are MOUs and bad deals with the US and investments being turned away by the Canadian government from the UAE And Japan saying they want to buy energy, but they cannot buy the
Well,
energy.
max out the
And
TMX Japan. Don't
German
worry.
company
Second
that's
one is coming
riddled with
up.
bribery and corruption winning a deal to build our submarines. That's all I'm saying. I don't see results. I don't see good
Makani, I
deals.
appreciate you. Makani, I thank you.
So the Right Honorable Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney,
Yeah.
we respect your office, but we need you to step up your game
By the way, this week I was trying to cut my hair by myself,
by yourself.
and I ended up cutting my ear.
Lol.
She's wild, man.
DIY haircut.
DIY is crazy.
That's why barbers deserve their
Man, they
their
deserve
pay.
their raise. I was just so tired to drive all the way to my barber. And I woke up with some vengeance that I don't want to spend any extra money.
Lol.
So I decided to cut my hair. And I was just feeling myself, and I ended up like trying to line it. I don't know when I was looking at the mirror thinking I was lining this side. I don't know when I was on this side. I'm just like, so now I've gone to get the 3-way mirror. One of my guys that cuts his hair just says, get the
You should
3-way mirror.
come. I'll cut your hair for you.
Nah. I don't want no.
I cut my hair for like the first 6 months of this year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you also line it up by yourself?
And I wasn't lining it up much, but yeah.
Fair. Now, why are you going back to the barber?
Why? Let me tell you. Talking about cutting your ear. I did not cut my ear because I did not go near my ear. So the rest of my head will be properly cut. And then you just see a bush of hair around my ear. So I was like, yeah, okay, somebody needs to do this properly.
No, you should get a 3-way mirror. I think it helps. I think it helps.
No, I think I tried it. It was good. I learned how to cut.
Has your grocery benefits landed in your account?
I don't think we're getting grocery benefits,
Bro,
Jack. I think
Makani, I've been saying you're
I
trying.
think there's a cap on who is getting that
I've
thing.
been saying you've been trying. I thought it was coming in June. That was July.
That's another sleight of hand I'm not ready to go into right now. I just don't have the
We all
energy
need the grocery
to
benefits.
go into how this guy has done sleight of hands and replaced.
Can we all call our
There was the
MPs?
HST rebate. What was the benefit that was there before?
The
that he-
HSC came.
There's a rebate that he swapped, and now we have this so-called grocery benefits.
I need to ask.
And ultimately, Canadians are getting less money than they would have if they just kept things the way they were.
That's crazy.
Also, like, we don't want the rebate. Just reduce the taxes. Like, what is all this?
No.
Just reduce the taxes.
So,
Let us keep more of our money, so you don't have
I
to
don't want to go on this tax
take
rant
our money
again that you
and then come and give us back later.
because
Like,
I think you only said taxes should pay for defense, taxes should pay for hospitals, taxes should pay for roads, taxes should pay for policing, taxes should pay for fire, taxes should pay for inspections, taxes should pay for what else?
yeah, actual things that government should do, not things that government has no business doing.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's a lot that all these things cost money. I'm already on number 6.
All these things cost money, and government takes a lot of money from us in taxes.
Anyways, please, grocery rebates now.
Tax cuts now. With that, we
All
bid
right,
you
y'all.
farewell.
Take it easy, y'all.
See you next Sunday, same time, same place. Well, maybe not same time, but
We're getting better with the time.
We are getting better with the time. So
let us know in the comments, y'all.
yeah.